you obviously train, you bang weights, you do this. I mean, do you have any interests outside of do any fight training, anything that looks like combatives?
Yeah, so I do jujitsu.
Nice.
I picked it up. So like as Cush was transitioning out of football, he was looking for something and like he wanted somebody to roll with him. So me and him got into jujitsu probably a little over 2 years ago now. So we did like 6 months really hard at the beginning. He's a freaking savage now anyways, and like rolling with him. And like so we fell into this group at Gracie Baja West Chase down in Houston, and we fell into their competition group. So like me and him learned just like rolling with black and purple belts. So they choke us out and teach us how they did it. And then like he stayed in it for like the full 2 years. I was on and off. Then I got back into it here in Columbus. But dude, it just, again, like I think it's phenomenal. Just like the mental chess of it, the aerobic capacity, and then like it also like gave us something to compete with outside of sport, which I think is phenomenal. But I mean, just being able to, again, tap people out gives you confidence walking around too.
Yeah, no. In the off season, I used to go out and roll with this guy Joker and Eric Apple and a bunch of dudes in Orange County. So I used to do that, and just I always did like boxing fight stuff, and did jujitsu early on, but then got into that, and it was fun because those guys were all doing kind of ground and pound type stuff. So it was a little bit of jits and just a lot of hand stuff, which I actually liked because those dudes would try to shoot, and I just fucking murder them.
Yeah.
But then, you get on the ground and all of a sudden, I'm pretty good. But all of a sudden, 30 minutes later, I'm like, I'm so fucking tired. Just tap me out.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, it's different. And then like, but like, dude, it's so beneficial for like, linemen too. And then, so like for 2 off seasons when I was in Houston, I stayed down there for probably like 2-3 months and trained with like Adrian Peterson at his gym, Athletic down there. But he owns that with Trent Williams. So Trent is getting down there training, and he brings like the Redskins O-line back when he was with them. But that dude boxes nonstop, and he is nasty. Like his feet and his hands are so just heavy, deadly. He's balanced. I mean, there's a reason why he's getting paid and playing into his 30s.
Yeah, no, I mean, just the like the focus mitts and like being able to go into the heavy bag and the ability to be able to sink your hands, and then footwork. If you got a coach, especially being able to work the footwork and the in and out. I mean, I always thought offensive line was like cutting a dude off in the ring. So I was fortunate. We boxed on the Cal boxing team in the off season, and we had a pretty dope trainer who I cannot remember his name. It was an old black dude, and he was real big on like cutting a dude off, chasing guys. Don't give people options. Force them into this position, let them fight out of the corner. And dude, it was a lot of angles. Like, hey, if you're trying to go here, you step here. Push people with the punches. Same shit playing offensive line. Like, hey, if I draw an angle, if I'm going here vertical and the quarterback's there, this is the path of least resistance, and I got to put my body between it and then strike violently. So it was, it made sense to me.
Yeah, but like that's where like dude, I just like the mindset. Like in my head, I always called it chasing edges. Like I want to edge on whether it's my technique, my preparation, my recovery, all those things. So I just kept I found things that work for me. Like at the time it was I did a little bit of boxing while I was in Houston, and then obviously I followed Cush's lead on supplements and that kind of thing. And then I had my doctor, obviously Eric Serrano, they pumped me towards red light, obviously my relationship with sunlight, all these things. And then it grew into IVs. It grew into hyperbaric chamber because Serrano's got 2 medical grade ones up here in Columbus, and I just tried to be better and better at what I did. But a lot, it's funny and it's frustrating at the same time because you see so many guys in the league that don't know shit about supplements that don't understand massage, BFR, acupuncture, all those things. The guy's just oh, I can play, I can show up, and it just it fueled me because I felt like I was getting an edge up on him. But at the same time, it's dumbfounding that these guys have millions of dollars and they don't take care of their body or enhance their understanding of how to play longer, recover faster, those things.
Curse of the gifted.
Well, curse of the gifted. I mean, one of my favorites was seeing Russell Wilson talk about he invests $1 million into his recovery in this. I mean, they've never gone into what that $1 million buys. But dude, if you gave me $1 million to say, hey, I need you just to blow this on performance, health, recovery, dude, I would have a
personal chef.
Oh, dude, first, I'd have a personal chef. I'd get weekly, basal metabolic rate testing done, so the calories were exactly designed. I'd be using like that Hypermax oxygen machine that we've been testing, blood flow restriction, have your own home gym. So part of the research off of the hyperbarics that we got into with Dr. Joe, was like, I think it was 40 sessions of, I forgot what the atmosphere was. It was like 2 atmospheres, 40 sessions, which was 40 sessions, 5. So 8 weeks, 5 sessions. They do a Monday through Friday was the protocol. Will lengthen your telomeres by up to 1/3 and pretty much fixes all the cognitive issues. So, I mean, like, it's pretty much like a preventative measure for not only anti-aging, but like preventing CTE and helping these guys recover. So like the fact that these teams, I mean, shit, dude, like it would be so easy, a fucking rounding error to bring a few of those machines and then schedule people for, 30, 40 minutes and make sure, hey, you need this to get 5 days a week and run a whole bunch of players through it. And now all of a sudden you're safeguarding these guys. But then you also have to admit that this is a problem, which in the NFL is the biggest issue, is like plausible denial of like, we didn't know this was going to hurt you. We didn't know beating your head into the individual was going to fuck you up. And you're like, come on, what did you think that basically smashing your head into a wall, hundreds of times a day over the course of 10 years wasn't going to, result in at least something cognitive?